Hey all, welcome to Homeschooling with Hera. Hope everyone is well. Today's video is all about Jolly Grammar Level 1. In today's video, I'll give you the answers of these frequently asked questions like what is Jolly Grammar, how many levels does it have, which age group does it cater to, and then a detailed review of Jolly Grammar Book 1 along with the contents and lesson plans that are shared in the book. So if you are a foundation years teacher or a parent who want to give a good foundation of English grammar to your kids, this video is a must watch. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, the first thing, what is Jolly Grammar? So Jolly Grammar is the next stage of Jolly Phonics program. If you are my regular viewer, you must be familiar with these terms Jolly Phonics, Jolly Grammar. It's a UK based curriculum to teach children English phonics and English grammar, right? So, what does this program specifically do? It introduces the fundamentals of English grammar, it teaches spellings systematically, improves children's vocabulary and comprehension skills, extends children's phonics knowledge, and the best part is it's a multi-sensory program. So now grammar is not boring, not overwhelming anymore because we have Jolly Grammar to teach kids in a systematic and effective way. Now you might be thinking that how these things will be covered. So obviously we have a proper lesson plan to cater all these things that you will see shortly in the video. Let's move on to the next question. That is, what is the length of the program or what is the duration of this program? So, Jolly Grammar is a 36-week long program if you teach 2 lessons a week. Since it was designed for schools, so they are taking care of the whole academic year. 36-week make a whole academic year, right? The lessons are divided into spelling and grammar lessons. So, in a week, once you teach spelling and once you teach grammar. However, if you are giving some online classes or tutoring kids in some academy, you can make your schedule, but this is something that is written in the teacher's book or teacher's manual, right? Now, the next and the most important thing is what are the contents of Grammar Book 1? In today's video, we shall only be talking about Grammar Book 1 because Jolly Grammar has 6 levels, means 6 books, and it gives you 6 years curriculum. So it's not possible to cover everything in a single video. But if you want to learn about the other grammar levels, so consider subscribing the channel, turn on your bell notifications, and let's dive in to see the contents of Jolly Phonics Grammar Book 1. In short, the topics covered in this book include alphabetical order, sentence structure, parts of speech, punctuation, spelling rules, compound words, plural endings, tricky words, digraphs, and much more. This course is recommended for ages 5 to 6. However, if a child doesn't know the basic grammar and struggles with the spelling, this book is a starting point for him too, irrespective of his age. It means you can give this foundation course to any child who is struggling with the spellings and English grammar. Now let's check out the lessons that are covered in this book. As I just told you that each week we teach 2 lessons. So the first lesson is always the spelling and the second is grammar. So this is the week 1 where we teach digraph SH, saying the sh sound and capital letters. Week 2, digraph CH, sentence building. Week 3, digraph TH and sentence building again. You might be thinking that why we are teaching this stuff again because we have already taught this in Jolly Phonics. It is just because that we need to revise all these spellings. The children are coming back to school after a break. This is the beginning of a new academic year. So many of the things have just gone blur in their mind. So we need to just brush up those things. Then digraph NG, again capital letters. Now the next week children will learn qua again. If you have got any new admissions, these things are useful for them. And then proper nouns. The AR spelling for the R sound, common nouns in grammar, short vowels revision and alphabetical order. Then we have the first part of the floss rule in which we double the F after a short vowel. This will be the spelling class, and in the grammar class you will teach indefinite article a and an. Then double L at the end of short words, and you will teach plural endings, only the regular plurals that can be made by just adding and S, right? Then we have double S and double S of clause rule, and in the grammar we shall introduce pronouns. All the pronouns, first, second, and third persons, singular and plural too. Then we have the CK spelling and initial consonant blends. If you want to learn more about consonant blends, if you want to get the flashcards of consonant blends, check out the link to the video in the description box. And even if you want to learn how to teach pronouns in detail in Jolly Grammar way, or nouns or verbs, everything is there in the description box. You will find the links to the videos. Then we have in a spelling, the next week the lesson is Y as long E, and again we'll teach some more initial consonant blends. Long and short vowels revision, alphabetical order. It's a revision as well. Split digraph or magic key pattern. No matter we have taught this before, we need to help children recall this concept and use this spelling in their sentences and writing. Then again, we have the split digraph, and in grammar, we will teach them verb conjugation with present tense. Verb conjugation means that I do, you do, we do, she does, he does, they do. Okay, so you need to conjugate the verb according to the pronoun, and the tense that we shall use is present tense. Then we have a split digraph, a similar thing that they already know, but the revision of that, and we shall teach them in grammar past tense. Okay, then again, something similar, that the split digraph or magic key for long U, but in grammar you will introduce them doubling of final consonant in verbs. Like if the verb is run and you want to make it running, you need to double the n. If you want to learn more about this rule, the doubling of final consonant, check out the description box. You can also get free worksheets from our website for this rule. Then we have WH as wa sound, verbs in future, right? Future tense will be covered here. Some alternative spellings like AI, alphabetical order again, long E spelling, revision of nouns, long I spelling, and then adjectives. Why we have revised the nouns here? Because nouns and adjectives are linked to each other, so we revise noun properly, and then we introduce children that adjectives are the words that give us more information about nouns, right? For each of these lessons, you have a proper page written in your teacher's book from where you can take the guidance and can help kids at home or in your classes. Let's move further. Now we have letter Y as long I, and we do some more work on adjectives. OW as long O sound, and here we will tell them final consonant blends. EW as long E, these are the alternative spellings. Some of them might have forgotten, though you have taught them, and some kids could be new admission to school or your classes, so it's better to revise these patterns. But in grammar, everything is new for all of them, right? Then you have compound words with the long U sound, compound words with OU as OW, alphabetical order again. Then OW as OW, you will give verbs revision. We are revising verbs because the next topic is adverbs. So you will teach adverbs, some more exercises on adverbs. Then we have OR as aw. The British pronunciation of OR is aw, aw, the short vowel aw. But if you follow the American pronunciation, so it's simply or, as in for, right? Then the same week, grammar lesson will be all about plurals with es. Then we have the other alternative spellings in the spelling class, like al as or sound. And in grammar, you'll teach antonyms, means word opposite. NK saying ink, sorry for this question mark, it's simply a parenthesis like this. So this sound and using the dictionary. Now we will teach children how to use a dictionary. Then ER as use of speech marks. Okay, it's a punctuation lesson. IR as synonyms, UR as question marks and questions and question marks. AU as aw, how to ask questions. AW as aw, parsing over our revision. And this is your 38 weeks Jolly Grammar Level 1 program. Now here we are with the lesson format, that how you will deliver the lesson around these topics. I would suggest you to buy the teacher's book because each and everything is written in Jolly Grammar's teacher's book. You just don't need to struggle for anything. You will get the whole year lesson plan written in the book. But just to let you know that what will be the format that the lessons will follow. First, we shall see the spelling lessons format, because we have spelling lessons and grammar lessons. So this is the format for spelling lessons. The first thing that you will do is to give them a spelling test. And remember, you have already prepared them for this. Next, you will give revision for all the previously learned sounds. Number three, you will give the letter sound that you are aiming for today. Sorry for the spelling, it was supposed to be a D. Letter sound for the day, right? Then we have spelling list, the new spelling list that you will teach them, you will help them to memorize for the next week, right? Then we have activity page. For this, they need their pupil book, or if you can get the activity pages from some website, you can also use them, but they should be related to the spelling that you are teaching. For example, if you are teaching the spelling digraph so your activity page should be all about this, or it's better to use the Jolly Grammar pupil book. Then you will give them dictation. Now I'm sharing with you one of the pages from the teacher's book. Here you can see how the lesson plan is written over here. This is how you need to start your lesson. First, give a spelling test. The words are already here and you have made them practice for these words last week, right? Then you will revise the previous sounds. You will introduce the new sound OW. OW can say ow as in owl, and the instructions are written here. What should be your language? How should you go through your lesson? When this part is completed, you need to go for a spelling list. You will read this spelling list as a whole class lesson. You will sound out the words with the help of children. The spelling at number 8 and 9 are tricky words, and the 10th word is the longest word of the spelling list, right? So again, you just don't need to tire yourself to find out the words. The words are already here in the teacher's manual. Then you need to go for the activity page. This is the picture from Pupil's book, the kids' book. There they can read these spellings. They will write the words inside these owls. For the ow sound written with OW, you will give them the dictation that they will write here in these dashes, and then you will also tell them some sentences. Each and everything is written here for you, so you just don't need to think anything. Simply take your teacher's book with you and give them the dictation. So you can see that if you are a new teacher or even a homeschooling mom, you can teach this curriculum as good as a trained teacher. However, learning yourself first is the best thing to do. Now we have the grammar lessons format. Here we have an aim, that is the lesson objective, what we are going to teach today. Then the next thing is introduction. This introduction is for kids, that what you are going to teach them. Then some main points that you need to focus in your lesson. You will get an activity page in the pupils book for this. Some extension activities are also mentioned there, and then rounding off. Now to understand this better, let's have a look at one of the pages from the teacher's book. So here you are. For example, you are teaching pronouns today. So your aim will be to teach personal pronouns to children. In introduction, it is written that how you need to introduce this topic to kids. So if you have this book, you don't need to just go here and there, read whatever is written. There is a little story without any pronouns. Then you need to ask children that does something sound wrong in this story, and so on. Everything is written here for the language that you need to use in your class, right? Now we have the main points, the main focus of our today's lesson, that is pronouns. And here we shall introduce pronouns in a multisensory way, which means that we shall give the action for all the pronouns along with the color of them. The pronouns in Jolly Grammar have pink color. This color coding kind of thing is helpful for differentiated learners. Some children who just don't understand the auditory instructions, they can connect more with visual clues. So the use of colors are good for them. Everything that you need to include in your lesson is written here. This is the page that is there in Grammar Pupil Book 1. Children will solve this page after listening to the instructions. And here are some more activities for you that you can make kids do in the to keep them engaged and the lesson interactive. Some extension activities are also mentioned here, and then rounding off of your lesson. So if you want to make your life easier, get the teacher's book and also the pupil book one. And with this is the end of our today's video. I hope you have got something useful from it. If yes, so please hit the like button. If haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends and family. If you want to join my workshops, leave a message in the comments box and I will get back to you. Stay tuned for the review of the second level and what are the contents that we teach there. Take care, bye for now, and don't forget to make it a great day. Bye.